So I went and recorded 5 episodes for this over the course of 2 hours. And after completing said recording, I went back and I realized that being the genius I was, I had spiked the volume on GBA significantly more than I had increased the volume on my microphone. So because of that, the audio came out absolutely garbage. So I've actually had to redo this entire thing with post commentary. So it's the first time I'm doing this. So I tried my best. I'll make sure to do it in the future. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. It's a little unconventional of me, but yeah, I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, it's Amberstorm here, and today I'm back with my ROM hack once again. I'm actually going to. I've made quite a few changes from the last version. I'm actually just trying to remember how I started this video off last time because as it said at the start, I'm doing this all in post afterwards because I was a smart boy. So yeah, I've made quite a few changes. The original was in FE Builder, but unfortunately, I figured out there are some problems with FE Builder in the skill system, so I'm doing it in build files now. So yeah, so I just wanted to show off this old version of it. So yeah, we're gonna go right into the first chapter, and I'm not used to this post-production thing, so yeah, let's go. We're gonna go over the units first, I believe. Like I said, I'm not used to post-production audio, so yeah, so we'll just go over the units. So Bruce has had quite a few changes done to him. His growths have been changed. His luck has been increased from about 35% or so. Yeah, so he's a bit more lucky now just to kind of avoid crits. His res got lowered, I think, by 1 point. It was originally base 2, but now it's base 1. Yeah, he still has Excalibur, and he has an Iron Sword now instead of the Slim Blade. Just because the Slim Blade had a little bit too high might for, I think it was like an extra 2 might, which translates to 4 if he doubles. So yeah, and then Fern, got a larger buff to her base speed, and I think her growths are still pretty similar, though. She's still the same mage killer, speedy one, and she got camaraderie instead of fiery blood, simply because if she doubles with less than full HP, that's a +8 damage instead of +4, and seeing as how she doubles very easily, that's pretty substantial. So Hachi's pretty much unchanged, though, as far as I remember. There's very little. It lowers Fern's speed down to 9, which keeps her out of the doubling range of most of the enemies, just because I don't want her doubling with Hachi. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of the enemies have about 7 speed, so yeah. Oh God, post-production recording is actually kind of hard. I really have to watch the audio when I record from now on. Yeah, so the archers their strength is really low because I made bow might quite high. So yeah, a lot of enemy archers suffer from lower strength because of the high might on the bows, because, you know, if you had to deal with like 18 attack archers, that'd be pretty annoying. Yeah, mercenaries, they aren't overly threatening, luckily, so that's not too bad. Bone and Magua are pretty much unchanged. I think Magua might have a little bit increased stats. But yeah. So, yeah. I guess I only really went over the changes in Bruce and Fern, apparently, because I wasn't that smart. So yeah, Cole got a new portrait. It's still definite work in progress. Yeah, I don't really mention it in the original video, I don't think. But yeah, Cole's portrait's a work in progress. And Bayo got completely changed around growth-wise. He has a lot less speed that he did originally. He still has really high attack values, but he's kind of like Paula-esque in that he has really high base speed, but a lower speed growth. But it's still like 40% speed growth. So he's still a pretty good unit. And he got elbow room replaced with oh yeah, see, I just kind of fucked up there. I gave Lopez the silver axe instead of the bronze axe. So that was kind of a stupid move on my part. But no, Bayo has acrobatics now. So he doesn't take any terrain penalties or movement penalties from terrain, which I think is a pretty appropriate skill for a dog. So yeah. So we're just kind of getting rid of this first cluster of enemies with Bruce. I do speed up a lot of this. And I because, you know, I'm a genius once again, I wasn't really smart enough to turn off battle animations until like chapter 5. But no, this first chapter isn't really that difficult. It could be kind of, you can kind of overestimate your unit's durability or like underestimate the damage that the enemy deals, I guess. Oh, and there's crit from Bayo. So yeah, that's the only really difficult thing that can come from this chapter. As long as you just use your units right and just watch the enemy placements. Bone, for some reason, really doesn't like to attack, actually. I don't know why. Must be something in his AI. Oh yeah, and Fern got a new palette as well, so that's cool. Yeah, I think there's just me talking about Bone's weird AI, but yeah. So you get an elixir from that, which is pretty cool. It's better than a secret book, I feel, because secret books are often just kind of joked as just being like a free 5,000 gold, because skill's not that really important of a stat. But I mean, skill's an important stat when you have like none of it. It's one of those stats where if you have like a moderate amount of it or a high amount of it, it doesn't really matter. But if you have a low amount of it, you're kind of screwed. And that's the problem with certain hacks that I've seen, where they have too low skill and then they don't really buff the weapon rates to do that, and that results in hit rates being absolutely garbage. No, I want to try to make my hack to where you really don't have to rely too much on RNG for hits. Like, hit rates get low sometimes, like obviously if you're trying to fight mercenaries with hand axes, the hit rates are going to be low. That's kind of just a thing in Fire Emblem in general. But overall hit rates are decently high. Yeah, Bayo got a pretty decent level. Oh, do I talk about Bayo here? I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, but yeah, Bayo. Yeah, I think I go over Bayo here, but yeah, he's changed quite a bit. Bayo's probably the unit that changed the most, because he originally was just like absurd. He was like way too strong, so he got a really big nerf. Fern got a decent nerf too, because Fiery Blood was really powerful. Yeah, so that's just me trying to just get the kill on Bone and realizing that Fern doesn't have enough strength, but I think, yeah, I give it to Bruce. Yeah. And there's the crit animation for Bruce's new class. The Paladin stuff is kind of messed up on it, but like I said, I'm playing on an older version of the ROM, and yeah, that's the only speed level you're going to see on Bruce for quite a while. You're going to see... there are some animations, there are some minor bugs in some of the animations. I think the Bruce and Cavalier animations are a little weird. Some of the palettes on some of them are weird, but yeah, like I said, this is just kind of beta. It's not done, obviously. That's why I'm skipping a lot of the cutscenes, because they aren't in really... They're in states that are acceptable, but they aren't up to my standards, my personal standards. Because I try to set decently high standards for myself, because, you know, I don't want to play something that's completely garbage, and so I want to make something that's the best as possible, so people who feel or have the same level of quality control as I do feel comfortable playing my game. So yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, I just want to try. I have a really high quality that I try to set for myself with what I make. Yeah, man, freaking post is hard. How the heck does Mecha do this? Fortunately, yeah, Cole cannot just go around one hit KOing people at base. Like, that's just... and there, Lopez gets a crit, but luckily Mercy's there to save us. Yeah, Cole can't one-hit KO at base. I mean, I wouldn't want 2 units that can one-hit KO at base. That's absurd. But no, Cole does get pretty good. At least in this playthrough, Cole didn't level up very well, but he consistently leveled strength, so he became a really good powerhouse. Overall, like, I think the only stat that you really have to worry about leveling up consistently is speed, because speed's really important. Bruce did get speed screwed in this, and it did not turn out very well. He still did fine, though. Like, as long as you aren't, like, dropping below the doubling threshold, you're fine. Like, you could still do with lower speed. Defense is important, too, obviously. Because, you know, if you have 0 defense, you're going to get fucked. But enemies do hit decently hard in this, so it is nice to have some defense. And, yeah, I just wait with Bayo just because I just want to kill both these guys in one phase. Yeah, I don't want to risk, like, missing or something and then have to do player phase and enemy phase. Yeah, and then Bayo just randomly decides to crit because why the hell not? Yeah, and that guy's just gonna go for Cole. Cole's main problem is just the fact that he's the only starting unit, aside from Bayo, obviously, that doesn't have any range. Yeah, and here I just decide to almost attacks normally, but no, I decided to just use the Bronze Axe, because I don't want to waste steel bow uses. Yeah, so I just choose to wait there because I want to get a kill with Fern to make up for the kill that Lopez accidentally took with the Silver Axe at the start. Yeah, I think we're pretty close to the end. I think there's only a few minutes, only a couple turns left. Yeah, Magua isn't overly threatening. A lot of the bosses in this they do hit quite hard, but none of the bosses are particularly difficult. I think the boss of Chapter 4 can be a bit annoying, but you can also just completely mollywop them by just like teaming up on him. The boss of Chapter 5 is less hard and more he has lots of bulk, so it's hard to chip him down. I'll talk more about Chapter 5 when we get to Chapter 5, obviously, though. So yeah, Fern gets the level up. I forget what she gets. Oh yeah, she gets the absolutely disgusting level, the cursed level. So yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out who I want to give the boss kill to. I think oh yeah, I remember how. Yeah. So I don't think I do anything for the next couple of turns. I think I'm just getting set up. Fern's Camaraderie doesn't really... I wish Camaraderie did healed more. Like maybe it was a set amount instead of 10%, because that's like at most going to be 2 for a while. It'll eventually get to 3 when she gets 30 HP. I'm not sure if she gets 30 HP in this run, though. Her HP grows to like 65, I think. And she has 25 base, if I remember correctly. But no, I wish it was like... If it was a consistent 5, I think it'd be better. Yeah, now I'm just kind of moving around, seeing how I can maneuver my units into place. And eventually I just decide to keep it safe and make it so that I have all my options available to me in terms of movement options. I think Fern... No, Fern Crit's a different boss, I think. Let's see. Oh, no, she does crit this boss. And luckily, she does not get crit, because that would be very unfortunate. Yeah, here it is. Freaking Bruce decides to come in, chip down, freaking Cole, give Cole some more experience, and then decides to proc adept. The only time he's proc adept the entire playthrough, pretty much, is the one time I needed him to not proc adept. So, yeah. Okay. Luckily, this one's shorter than the last one, I think. The last one was way longer. So yeah, that's the first chapter. If you have any constructive feedback, I'm always open to constructive feedback. Don't just say the hack shit, go kill yourself or something. Like, obviously, that's just stupid. But yeah, and of course I opened up OBS because I'm a genius. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed or tried to enjoy the post-commentary. I'll probably get better at it the more I practice with it, because I have 4 more videos to do with like this. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. My name is Amberstorm, and I am